Marcus Rashford to Bayern Munich makes absolute complete sense. I'm going to tell you exactly why in this video right now. I also given you updates on Antony and Jadon Sancho as Manchester United concentrate on getting these deadwood players out of the football club to raise funds to bring that team forward for Ruben Amorim next season. This is Forever United TV. This is your midday update on everything going on around Manchester United. What I want you to do is get your comments in below. What are your prices you would accept for these players? Are you happy with these deals? Are you in a position where you just want them gone? Break even, see you later. Why do Bayern Munich want Marcus Rashford? Well, he is on a list along with a few other players that Bayern Munich are actually looking at, which include Nico Williams, which include a few other forward players for Bayern Munich. But Marcus Rashford is an opportunity for one of the big European clubs because he, according to David Ornstein, is prioritising a move away abroad. Now, Ornstein from The Athletic has also said that Marcus Rashford wants to compete for titles. He wants away from the Premier League. That's why he turned down Aston Villa. There is no other big club in the Premier League that are actively pursuing Marcus Rashford as it stands. Newcastle have invested an interest in Marcus Rashford, but that is just a touch basis in terms of the conditions of a deal. United want 45 million euros for Marcus Rashford to leave, but the club are also interested in loans, and Marcus Rashford himself, according to Ornstein, is open to a swap deal or a loan to a big European club. We've all known all along that his preference is Barcelona. That deal looks complicated, and any deal involving Barcelona looks complicated. Let's be honest, Manchester United and Barcelona don't really coincide. Like, they really don't do good deals together. I think it goes far back as Manchester United offering Barcelona that deal for David Beckham, and then he went off to Real Madrid. I don't think we've had a good relationship from that day, to be honest. But when you look at everybody that's in the tables competing right now in European football, Bayern Munich, out of everybody, makes complete sense for Marcus Rashford. Not only would he be going competing in a league where you're expected to win, which meets the criteria for Marcus Rashford. I can't believe we're actually giving Marcus Rashford's criteria and his side to things here. Like, he is God's gift to all football clubs in the world. Honestly, I will never get past the entitlement factor of Marcus Rashford. But I have to think for Manchester United and what the best deal is right now. And Marcus Rashford and what he is looking for, according to Ornstein, challenging for titles, you're going to get that at Bayern Munich. A coach who he knows, Vincent Kompany, yes, has won titles already there with Bayern Munich last season. His England teammate, who he's played with several times for England, in Harry Kane, there at the club already. So somebody who he actually knows that's there. Obviously, you've got Musiala as well, who is obviously English-speaking. There are plenty of English-speaking players there at Bayern Munich. But in terms of that integration side of things, it makes complete sense for Manchester United. Whether or not Bayern Munich are looking at Marcus Rashford for his price tag, a swap deal, a loan, I would veer towards the loan. I've always said I just see Marcus Rashford going on loan this season. He hasn't done enough to warrant somebody committing that amount of money to him, i.e. the 45 million euros that United would ask for any European club to pay on a permanent deal. Can Bayern Munich afford the wages of a deal like that? Yes, they can. Are they willing to commit to giving Marcus Rashford them wages and pay a transfer fee? No, I don't think they are. I'm just looking at this from my own opinion, which is why I want you to gauge yours in the comment section as well. Do you think Bayern Munich would pay for Marcus Rashford? Are they only interested in him because apparently, according to the reports, he is behind the likes of Nico Williams and other forwards like that, in fact, that Bayern Munich are looking at. Nico Williams is probably going to end up going to Barcelona. So it would say to you that Rashford is moving up the pecking order when it comes to Bayern Munich targets, with a lot of their targets going to other football clubs already. Could it be the right fit for Bayern Munich? Are Bayern Munich looking at Marcus Rashford because they know there is a possibility of taking him on loan and it's risk-free? You would get a small contribution from Manchester United for his wages. It wouldn't be a big signing-on fee. They have proof that English players do well over there at Bayern Munich as well. The link up with, obviously, the likes of Harry Kane, Sané leaving the football club also. So a fast-flowing forward gone and one in who is a lot younger and ready to prove to everybody that he is the player that he says he is and warrants that paycheck that he gets in Marcus Rashford. It makes complete sense that Bayern Munich come in for Marcus Rashford. I think it fits both the club and the player with the deal, but I only feel it will be a loan for Marcus Rashford. I am fully accepting as a United fan now that Marcus Rashford isn't going to be sold this summer. I would obviously celebrate with every other Manchester United fan if we managed to get 40 million for him. I think it would be an amazing deal, pure profit, helps United. But I'm also aware that, like I said, he didn't finish the full season last season. He was in isolation at Manchester United. There is still a lot of unknowns. If he can go over on loan to Bayern Munich and prove himself, then turn 28 and be worth a transfer fee after that, with another year of his contract gone and paid off by Bayern Munich for Manchester United, therefore making it easier to sell him next season, I'm all for it. I think it makes complete and utter sense. And like I said at the top of the show, this is why Bayern Munich fit the bill completely. He will love it there. He'll be challenging for titles. He'll probably get more titles because we know that Bayern Munich pretty much are dominant in the Bundesliga, barring the odd season here and there, like last season with the season before, Bayer Leverkusen and Dortmund a few seasons back. Bayern Munich dominates, and he will win trophies at Bayern Munich. If he wants to compete with titles, it's them, I think. I think they're the ones that will have the money for the loan. Better than what... I think United will be able to get a better deal out of Bayern Munich than Barcelona, is what I'm saying. We know this for certain because we've got a good relationship with Bayern, obviously with the deals that we did with De Ligt and Mazraoui last summer. So, yeah, I think it fits, completely fits. And you know what? I think Manchester United should push on this. If Rashford does want titles, I don't think Rashford can turn Bayern Munich down. I mean, come on. This is Bayern Munich. This is a massive football club. It's up there with the stature of Manchester United, for God's sake. And if he tries to turn down this deal, then he does need to be questioned. But Ornstein has said he's open for swap deals, he's open for loan deals, he wants to go to an elite European club where he's challenging for titles. It doesn't get any more challenging for titles than Bayern Munich. I'm sorry, you're guaranteed a trophy. Even Harry Kane has won a trophy at Bayern Munich. United need to push on this. Regarding Sancho and Antony right now, Sky have been updating things on that. Juve back in talks for Jadon Sancho today and obviously trying to push forward this deal. United want 25 million, but Sancho, as we know, is not going to lower his wages. Again, I can see this one turning into a loan, potentially with... an option, well, there won't be an option to buy at the end, but the sign-on fee, so the loan fee at the start. Man United contribute to the wages to subsidise that a little bit. Juventus get their man cheap, and United get that player off the books for a season pretty much, which helps them with PSR and potentially bringing in another player. Like we said in the morning show, potentially even a striker like Ollie Watkins, who Ornstein has said United are definitely interested in. In terms of Antony, again, it is Real Betis that are pushing, but Como FC are 100% ready to spend money on Antony. United need to be thinking about this right now. How much time will they give Real Betis before they move away and look at other clubs that are willing to pay what they want up front? That's what Como are offering. They're happy to pay 40 million for Antony. They're the reports. You would surely let Antony go at that price. I don't think United would have any issue at all in that deal. It's Antony again and the player power side of things. And I'm not saying that Antony is at the same level as the Sancho's, Rashford and Garnacho's side of things in trouble causing. He has dropped his wage demands to try and get to Betis. He wants Betis. He has proven last season that that club fits and suits him. He loves it there. And I get it. I do. But there's a point in the window where United have to go, you're paying this player. He's an employee of Manchester United. We cannot succumb to the demands of players forever and a day. As much as Antony has done and has been better than the other players who we talked about who are problems, we still have to make a decision that works best for Manchester United. So if nothing can be done and no deal can be made with Betis within the next couple of weeks, I think United need to move him on to somewhere else because the other clubs are not going to wait around. United could miss an opportunity here. Let me know what you're thinking in the comment section, everybody. That is your quickfire update this midday here on the 1st of July. As the real transfer window has opened, it does seem like a lot is going on, and maybe we will get some more confirmation on all of these deals that we talked about there. So talk to me about Rashford, talk to me about Sancho and Antony in the comment section. Make sure that you pop a like on this video, everybody, and make sure you also hit the subscribe button to be completely updated on everything going on around Manchester United. I got you covered. Cheers for watching, everyone.